So we should be back. We should be good. Okay. Hi, welcome back to Syns Arcade, or welcome to Syns Arcade. This is a special hangout for Syns Arcade. Normally, we would normally do these hangouts inside of the Discord itself. And if anybody was paying attention, I apologize first and foremost for being a little bit late. But if anybody was paying attention yesterday inside of the city's shares page of the Syns Arcade Discord, then you would know that this was something I had originally talked to everybody else about. And we're going to be doing a follow up, a reminiscence of our older cities that were on the original Sins arcade, or sorry, that we have done prior on this channel, on the old City Skylines non-remastered version for the PlayStation 4. So let me just make sure that everybody else is paying attention. Let's see here before we get to the um, new episode later. Come reminisce with me in Hangouts or live on YouTube. I have to go get the link because I didn't plan. I got up late. I actually had to lay back down because my back and my pain was killing me like mad crazy. So I have to go grab that and grab this. And let's go ahead and put that up there. Hopefully everybody's here, or we're going to be getting people in here momentarily. We are still going to be doing another stream later on today for our City of Chamois in City Skylines Remastered, but I'm not hearing any audio. Oh, there we go. All right. Scroll all the way down here to, I think, one of our older cities. So I'm just waiting for more people to show up and waiting for the channel to link up and everything else so I can throw the link in. Come on, come on. Why is the Chromebook taking forever? Come on, Chromebook, work with me here. Work with me here. Come on. So I thank you for your patience. We're going to be doing that follow-up here in just a moment and get this going. I'm trying to do all of this myself, and it's not easy to do all yourself. Come on, go to channel content. Thank you. Go to live. Go grab the live stream. Grab this one in a different tab. This one's a little bit different. So today, by the way, if you do want to join me inside the stream today and you're part of the Sins Arcade Discord, all you have to do is actually go into the Weekends Parties voice chat room and you can join us for the stream today. Let's get rid of that. And
hey man.
Hey man, nice shot. Hey man. Let's go grab this. Edit. Come on. Come on, edit. Man, why is this thing so slow? Enter. There you go. There's that. Copy. There. Here. There's that. And publish it. And we're only going to be doing this for about an hour today because the other stream we're going to be doing is later on at our normal time of 2 p.m. Arizona time, which I believe the time change was this weekend. So you're going to have to correct me on that. But again, if you do want to join me and actually want to be part of this or be hanging out as well, you can hang out inside the Sins Arcade Discord, which the link may or may not be included. I'm not sure if the chat's even going to pop up for a save like this because I didn't add Streamlabs, and because I'm using the Hangouts chat. So the voice chat inside of Sins Arcade Discord, the weekends chat, is the one you're going to want to hang out with. I'm just getting the last bit of stuff up here. Come on, why is it taking so long? Okay, it's just taking so long to load. And I don't think that it may or may not be working. So let's get a heist going. Just to see. I'm not sure it is, but we'll try it. All right, so Lost Kiki is... Oh, that is working. Okay, so that is good. That's working. Lost Kiki is one of the oldest maps that I have. This is from 2023, last I was working on it. And It has 32,000 people. Now, all of this is the original City Skylines, by the way. And City Skylines 1 on the PlayStation 4, you could have up to 9 tiles total, whereas remastered lets you go all the way up to 25 tiles max. So let's go ahead and load this up. I'm not going to load them up with any specials or anything else like that. We're not building onto the cities. We're just taking a look and looking at some of these older cities that I may or may not have shown off prior on prior episodes and prior streams. Hope you guys are having a happy and phenomenal day out there. Glad to see you all. So this is the city of Los Kiki,
Hey man,
which was Jeremias Perez. Hey, Jeremias. How is your day treating you? Thank you and welcome to showing up to Syns Arcade. We're just taking a look back at older cities that on the original PlayStation version of City Skylines. This city, this Los Kikis, was one of the very first cities that I actually started working with the industrial DLC. And as such, I decided to squish everything all pushed together, put the farm stuff in the center, but because of everything being collapsed the way that it was, it just it's too squished, too mushed everything together. I tried to be as super dense as I possibly could, and the traffic is suffering for it. It doesn't seem like it here, but once this is actually going quite well, I love the way that this spaghetti fight is working. But yeah, you can see here it's starting to slow down because of the toll booths, which I have a couple of them, one going in each direction, I believe, something like that, two of them. Yeah, so this is one of those first ones that was kind of a mishmash, an experiment more than anything else. Just trying to check around and see what I
a
could
crew
build
of
and go with,
ne'er-do-wells, edgeruners, gangers, and beastly commenters are prepping their
mixing a bunch of
weapons,
things. It was also
armor,
the first city
gear,
that I had
spell
notably
slots,
had that I started
cyberarks,
using air
Stazipline.
mass
Syns
transport, like
Arcade
the
made it back from
blimps,
their solo
because I was
heists with
always
some
wondering what was going
people,
on with the educational
Armageddon,
blimps,
and a tale of
and
bravado
now you
that no
know.
one can vary. Results, Syns Arcade, 142.
So that's what those look like.
Thank you
Oh,
for
come on,
watching.
goodness gracious.
Your support means more than you know, even if you are
And
not
of
chatting.
course, I would have to have a
Don't be
bio break.
shy, the arcade
Urgh.
awaits. Oh 07.
Okay, so that's pretty. There's not much all to this city. It's pretty self-explanatory. It may or may not be something I probably ever return to, truthfully. It was an experiment, and I wanted to see how well I could do, and it didn't do nearly as well as I hoped that it would. The next one is the city of Laughlin, which has 1.4 million. It's a tropical city. Most of these cities you're going to find, by the way, do not have the um, unlimited monies. Usually I don't start cities with unlimited money. I try to build it the normal way. And then if I want to test something, then I will make a duplicate copy of that city. I'll resave it on a new save, and then I will go back, rechange the name slightly, and then make sure that when I reload that save one more time, it has all the unlimited stuff, just to test stuff more than anything else. That's all I really ever use it for. So this was trying to originally be kind of modeled after the city of Laughlin in Nevada. Um, which is centered or is kind of right along the Colorado River, the back end of the Colorado River. But it's nowhere near. It's not going to turn into that at all. There's a lot of desert out here, which I did like. Um, it felt more closer to what, say, Lake. This would be almost like Lake Mead or something like that type of thing. Again, another super dense. Trying to build as much as I possibly could within reason because I only had a limited amount of space here. This is also another one of those cities where I felt like I did really well as far as how the breakup of the city was comparatively, with two main streets coming down and breaking up, but it's still too much. I've moved away from a lot of these really super dense cities by and large, or having very dense cores, just simply because in the long run, the traffic is never going to be worth it. Like in this the city, the traffic flow is 68, and you can see it's everything along this line because all this stuff's moving around. This corridor is usually the industrial corridor, and that's the corridor that gets all the stuff moving out of industrial sites to their constituent um, commercial sites, usually for refill of stock, and then going back. However, I found there's new ways to get around that, by the way, and I may be showing that off in a relatively newer video or at least a stream or something relatively soon. There are ways around that that kind of uses the city, the game mechanics to kind of exploit, and you don't have to worry about traffic getting back. It'll just despawn as soon as it's delivered what it needs to, and that saves you more space on the road. So this is a very, very dense, very, very dense city with, yeah, trying to make the most of it, trying to get better at how I'm building things. This is one of the first ones that I actually started going with the more found out about how I love the zoo paths because of the hanging floral arrangements along the bottom. So I think that looks really nice when you're actually driving underneath them, using things like that. But again, either way, this is still too dense. What the hell's up with this road? Like, what the hell's up with that? Like, who does that? That's me trying to build it as smooth as I can without making it at a full angle, trying to tether the slope itself down so it's not as crazy sharp. And this is a lot of these older cities like this are also before I had a lot of the DLCs that I built up slowly over time. I have most of the DLC now for City Skylines 1. Most of the non how do I put it there? Most of the non-radio station DLCs. Those are the only ones that I really can't because I can't use them when I'm streaming, for example. Right? It's useless for me to make videos or to use as a backdrop for when I'm making videos or doing streams because the music most of the time is copyright protected and I've already gotten hit on prior streams in the past for it. So there's no sense in buying the radio stations when I'm not going to be the one predominantly using them or not would not predominantly be using them anyway. I don't understand what I was trying to do here. It looks good, but little cove. Very tiny little fishing area. And then it just cuts off. The rest of the world just cuts off right there. But this only is using what, one? How many is this using? Owned 2. So I'm only using 2 out of the 9 that I could actually go to if I decided to ever come back and build onto the city. It's making pretty decent. See, even with the traffic being higher, I will say the one good thing about having this is that, for example, like this road goes back and forth and fills up the rest of the Underhill district as well as up here. But the traffic coming in is getting kind of crazy. Thankfully, the traffic pretty much going out is not, but it's also because there's a lot of lights on this map, and I did not take the traffic lights off. That's never very fun. Um, Never very fun. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the next city, which is Izzywood. It's named after my very first granddaughter. This is another one of those that I would. This is one of those cities where I wasn't really concerned with the city planning at all. I was making it more as an homage to my granddaughter and just doing this when I could off of, working when I would finish work. It has a very stretched out layout, and I've come back to try to rebuild on this city a couple of times just because I made so many horrible choices with it that it's, like I thought I had a really good idea for a downtown, but the way that the traffic was all set up, it just went hell in a handbasket really quick. So as you can see here, it's just a bunch of different stuff. And this amusement park has caught fire at least twice, which is never ever fun. Big old industrial portion here. This at one time used to be a really pretty island, the way that I had it set up. But it's very loud. There's a lot of people over
Behind
here.
in intersection management, it can take a long time catching up.
Yeah, no kidding. Absolutely it can. Especially when you're talking about like highways and or even out here, for example. Now this is finally cleaning up a little bit. Let's see if I can speed this up. This clogs like the dickens, like nobody's business. Um, and I have had to go back and refix this thing so many damn times. But again, this city's probably not going to flow nearly as well as I hoped that it would too, because unfortunately, City Skylines 1 does not like traffic lights very well. Um, Traffic lights can save your street, slow down traffic, prevent clogs, but it can also cause more clogs too. And you can, for example, show that you have a very high level of traffic flow on a road or on a street because of the traffic lights stopping that stop and go traffic, and it's giving you basically false input. So be very careful about what you're actually seeing there and kind of denote it yourself. If you're seeing cars that are just sticking around long enough to where they despawn, then you know that you're having some traffic issues that need to be adjusted. That need to be addressed. And we'll be covering a lot of these in our next episode later on today, as well as maybe in the next city that we build as well. That'll probably be more of an exploit city. Um, Pardon me. Yeah, I've been thinking about something like that here too. This is the one tile challenge. This one um, was originally done without the unlimited. And I just wanted to see, basically, you take one tile, you start with your starting tile, and you see how dense you can make it. It doesn't have to flow like crazy. You just have to see how dense you can make that one single tile and still allow people to get around and about. And I guess this is not the one I thought it was. Apparently, I had started this one as a test and didn't ever finish it. I think the reason I went with this one is because it has this large fertile land all in the very center. So disregard this map because that's not what I thought it was. Hydra City. Hydra City has one of the largest amounts I was able to ever get on City Skylines 1 on PlayStation 4. The Hydra City has almost 85,000 people living on this map. And let's take a look here. It's been a while since I've seen
Hi
some of these
Sim,
maps.
hi Chad.
Hey, Double Tap. How are you? I'm glad to hear and see that you're doing well. I know work has been kind of crazy. Actually, I think Hydra City, this is what Sin City 2077 turned into, isn't it?
DT.
No, this is the other one
Look
after
into this or I am
2077.
going to do a work lurk.
Work lurk. Ah, working it.
Sarge.
Welcome, DT. And Sergeant Belson. There's the Tracy Brothers Financial Airport. The Crusty Butte. Double tap. Did we work on Hydra City on... I swear we named this... Maybe we did name it Hydra City. Because this should be the Civil Technical Institute. It is, yeah. Shovel Technical Institute. Bryland Bears Woods and Forestry. So, the other thing is, on this one, you can't change the time of day like you can inside of SimCity or Cities Skylines Remastered. On the original one, you can't. So while this one is at night, that's it. That's what you got. Let's look at the traffic here. Traffic is an abysmal 69%. Nice. But you can see by and large, it's moving for the most part. Like this is getting clogged up, but it's still moving. There's a light here. If there wasn't a light here, I'm sure it would clean up even faster. I know I said we weren't going to mess with it, but I want to see. I just want to see. So that's just constant flow. Oh, I like this road. Yeah, I forgot about this one. So yeah, I have the frontage road off to the side of it. I do recommend taking advantage of something like that. And the way this frontage road is, it's just a 3 or 4 lane single road. A single, yeah, I think it's this one. I think this is the 3 lane one way. Yeah, it's a 3 lane one way. That way you've got your straight on traffic, the traffic that's turning left at the light after it comes off of the highway, and then the right traffic that turns right off of that at you. So you got the straight on that's going right back onto the frontage road and or back onto the
Hi
highway.
all.
Hey, old explorer, old E, oh E it is. So this is the city of Hydra, the Hydra City. Now, I will say that at least the very good thing about this game on a PlayStation 5 is that normal City Skylines non-remastered, flies, man. This thing is hauling it. This has 84,000
Hi Lee.
84,000 sims. And if you had that many on a normal PlayStation 5, this would be moving way, way, way slower at speed 3 than what it is right now. Way significantly slower.
Hi
Um,
Belson.
so the fact that this is moving and that the simulation is clipping along at the speed that it is, That's just tantamount to how good the PlayStation 5 actually can do compared to such an older game like this. And then yeah, this has the monorail. Monorail. I think it's a monorail. Is that a monorail or is it that's a metro? I think it's a metro. Oh, it is monorail. It's on a simple track. Like a clang, 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 clang. If you guys want to join the Syns Arcade Discord today, by the way, for this stream, join me inside of Weekends Hangouts. It's a voice chat. The people who are watching the stream cannot hear you, but I can, and you can communicate with me through voice chat if you want to hang out. I decided to slightly do a it does want to be a train, though. When it grows up, it'll get to be a train. But yeah, if you do want to hang out, voice chat is open. That's the Weekends Parties chat room inside of Syns Arcade. I'm inside that chat room while I'm streaming this as well. Something I don't like to do very often because the streamers, the viewers at home, can't hear this people talking inside the voice chat, but I can, and this is something I wanted to do today for the Hangout. I apologize again for being a little late. Weather's keeping me under. It's been bad. It's been bad, though. It's so painful. All right, so that's enough of Hydra City, but actually now we're in the daytime. Oh my goodness. There we go. So I hit the right damn buttons. So now I get to see a good view from out here. I think this is one of the largest cities that I had. I did skip the other one, which I'll show off later on today. Diana the Duck, welcome back, Diana the Duck. This is one of 2 City Skyline streams today. The other one will be back in the city of Chamois at our normal time. But I wanted to take a trip down memory lane, and let's take a look at some older cities that we had from prior. Some and many of these cities I have actually covered in prior episodes, and you can find those playlists inside the Syns Arcade YouTube channel. So lots and lots of stuff. You can't change the LUT or the lighting utility tool on this one either. So the lighting that you see, you get to see here. So I have lots of different playlists you guys can check out too. But yeah, this is the highway. The highway leans back down. I thought we had this city named differently. Really do. All right, let's take a look at the next one, which is a one-tile challenge. Apparently I did do this unlimited, but let's take a look at it anyway. The best of us are quacks, though. True story, yo. True story. I love you all. I'm so glad you're here. So this was a one-tile challenge with the Uber highway of all highways. So this highway goes up, and it's the same highway. The Gray Highway. Notice it goes up all the way around with on and off ramps, right? All the way around. Back over itself. And then back out. So the whole thing is just all one main highway, as far as that's concerned, with all the on and off ramps. Now this one, for a one-tile challenge, only has 11,700 and 12,000 people. But it was just because it was more of the challenge on the highway itself. Monorail. That's right. This highway system wants to be one, sure. But so this has a lot more room to rank out, and I could spider out further along the edges. But as far as one tile challenges go, this isn't too shabby. This isn't too shabby. It looks pretty interesting at the very least. I don't know what is up with the highway on the right side, but it does have a good flow of 87% because most of it's set up by highway. Most of it's set up by highway.
No fire starter.
Maybe it does. But the problem is say for example you're over here. Say for example you're over here and you want to go all the way to the other side. Well,
Join the multi-discipline Syns
now you have to
Arcade
get on this
Discord.
highway, go all the way around, get over here, and then get off of one of the off ramps, and then go back up and over one of the only other streets to go across. It was just not very effective overall as far as some things are concerned. But as far as like actually maintaining and trying to get a highway system inside the city to move stuff around, this is perfect, man. It is perfect, perfect. And it just a test more than anything else. This is a city of Desdemona. There's nobody who lives there yet.
Blimey, crazy road planning there.
Yeah, I'd say. This was another weird. I don't even remember some of these. I don't remember at all. Hmm. All right, so this is the last one of Desdemona. Let's check this one out. I don't remember half of these. All right, so Desdemona is also um, a single tile. 17,000, almost
How's
18,000
Syns
people live
pain been
here.
today?
Pain is bad, but I'm trying. I'm trying to get through it. This one also features a raised highway that just terminates and turns around. This is one that I think I was trying with the look at these crazy ass on and off ramps. This is one of those ones where I decided to go in for the frontage road afterwards to kind of work it out. I like the idea of having the off ramps, on and off ramps, but I've never really been good at the terrain manipulation, especially with console. It can be finicky, even more than it can on PC. So that's not much else here to see. The NT Sheep Farm is over there,
But
homegrown
why is Syn
goods.
in pain? Sorry, did not hear.
Oh, just pain in
My
general.
goodness, crazy ramps lol.
Yeah, crazy,
Thank you
crazy
for
ramps.
watching.
Think this
Your
is
support means more
Thamesville.
than you know, even if you are not chatting.
Waiting for stuff to move out of
Don't
the
be
way.
shy, the arcade abides.
Pain,
P7.
arthritic pain. The pressure here has been really bad lately as far as like the pain. We don't normally get storms, and we were getting early spring storms, I guess, so to speak. But my pain levels
Always
have been
at Great
bad.
Sand Syns.
Hey, Diavante! All right, so yeah, this is the city of Thamesville, I believe.
PPP at Everyone's. Oh, you wasn't
Absolutely.
here for the cold stream, it was bad there.
It was bad yesterday too. I wanted to go for 4 hours yesterday for yesterday's stream, and I couldn't even do 2.5. I was already
Hey babe,
tapping out at 2.5.
please
This
smash the
one
like button for Syn.
is what is this one? This one has we're using 4 tiles. We have 51,000 people living here. This is
Hi
Thamesville.
D.
Um,
Hi Dayavanti.
Thamesville actually is starting to eat into this. I kind of
Lol.
like this because of how it's said. We even put canals here. Let me get this off there. I do like this. I do want to build another city that actually uses the canals like this because I really do want to put in like ferries and have ferry travel moving around. Water ferries, that's what I meant. Trains coming in. If I remember correctly, this one actually has a train. I don't even know what the hell is this. What is up with this? Was this me testing out new buildings? I think so. I think this is me getting new DLC and going, huh, what if I build it over here? Doesn't look too shabby though. Does not look too shabby at all. Forestry
Streamlabs
area.
won't let Syn mooch for likes face with monocle.
I ain't mooching for likes. You're mooching for likes. Wait, who's mooching for likes? I ain't mooching no likes. So this is actually one of my very first cities, just because it had it all. It's crazy. Had a park right on the waterfront. Had just barely put in
You
this.
have to add the command SGT.
What command? Okay. So yeah, bunch of different stuff here. as mushed together as I could possibly get it. But it's one of my very first cities, so this one's been around for a while, and I've renamed it a couple of different times. That's the reason why I may not always recognize. Oops, go back.
Add
Rock
command.
Lobster. I think
Like,
that's the
please
same
slap the
city.
like button for Syn.
Pretty sure this is the same city. Oh no, it's not. It can't be because it's a different map. It is a different map. Hmm.
Thanks. Try that Belson. I am not a mod here.
Wait, what command are you trying to add?
Copied and paste it.
Copy and paste it.
Copy.
Wait, what are you copying though? I'm misunderstanding. I can copy and paste and make a command for you. Yeah, this is a really spread out map. I do like this map. Rock Lobster. This is also an experiment with the industrial and trying to learn how the industrial DLC worked when I very first got it. So there's a lot of
Like
weird stuff
command.
on this one. Oh, I think it's just ampersand or bang and then the word like. I think there's already one built in.
Add command. Like, please slap the like button for Syn. Like. Please slap the like button for Syn.
Okay, there you go. I guess there was already one in there, so I think you overrode it. But yeah, so this is actually very nice. I like the
Is
river
not
maps.
working. Is now.
Was not working, now it is. Well, I'm glad we got it
Try
fixed.
that. Syn. Didn't work.
Maybe I'm wondering. I'm not sure if there's a weird error between Streamlabs and um
Like.
doing and using the Discord voice chats. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. That's a good question.
Please slap the like button for Syn.
There we go. Nice. Very nice. I will admit though that sometimes the color grading, especially when you have it like this, if you don't get too close, it doesn't look bad at all. It looks pretty smooth. What's up with this kidney bean?
Sorry, I got distracted.
What's up
Lol.
with this kidney bean? Lima bean looking. This is not a roundabout, this is a beanabout.
Sorry, Syn was not trying to take over. Just help.
Oh no, I know you weren't trying to take over. Absolutely no, I appreciate you. Thank you very much, old explorer. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Oh man, see
Or
what is up
fire
with
me for
that?
not being here to edit. Haha.
All right, so that one has 60,000 people living in it, which is always nice. Then we have our Sin City 2077, which I believe is going to be like Hydra City. I think what I did was I took Sin City 2077 and then I changed the name of it um, because I wasn't sure that I was going to return to that series and we're going to continue to build onto that city or not. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not even sure why. I think the reason why I stopped building on this one, um, I don't honestly know.
Greetings.
It's a good question. So yeah. Oh no, this is much different city than the other one. This is much. That's right. I remember this one. Yep, because we had it come in
City.
here. We built onto the train. We had last added the train. We never actually returned to this city. This city's just two tiles. 48,000 people living in two tiles. Prospect Heights, the excellent graphene zone, and then traffic dropped to a standstill when we added this cargo hub terminal. Um, I'm not playing with unlimited ore, so this thing is almost completely, just pulled up from ore. But we have all these additional zones near us we haven't even expanded into, because this also features the wonderful place known as Maxi Bloke Heights. Crime was at a high here, so much so that Maxi Bloke decided to add the prison. He says, if I have to captivate people to live in my zone, then that's what I'm going to do. That's Maxi Bloke for you. And he really means captivate. And then we added this oil district back here. Rosewood Heights blew up because of how much oil was back here. Hemlock Heights, which is an additional farming
Life's a
area.
bloke HTS, a pub on every corner.
Yep. If you don't have a pub in your home, like in your living room, then you're not in the wrong
Reminiscing.
place. Or you're not in the right place. This is also the home to the famous
Join the
Mariposa Park.
multi-disciplined Syns arcade Discord.
Mariposa Park is a beautiful, beautiful, all ages, family friendly exhibitionist amusement park.
/BICLR/CG/BFN43.
And Mariposa Park burned on stream to the screaming cries of thousands of families who were having the blissful time of their lives. Yes, that's it. This is family friendly YouTube. So yes, it was. They were having. It was. It was such a hot time at Mariposa Park. Yeah, we'll just say that it was a hot time in Mariposa Park. It looks really nice at night. I thought we had a fairly decent breakup as far as how the skyscrapers are concerned. A large, rather
Random fire.
large. It was a random fire, yeah. Yep, just started on fire, and I believe I had already had the disasters DLC at that time, and I had forgotten to check it so that I disabled the fire spreading, and I was busy detailing some other portion of the city, or maybe it was I was over working on the I was working on something. The next thing I know, we find out that um, the park itself is on fire, and yeah, people are going. It's crazy. It was crazy. Like this whole area was all of it was on fire. But I mean, in all fairness, I do have a lot of trees out here too. There are a lot of trees and a lot of sound buffering for those trees because the forestry is so close to the actual park. So if you're sitting over here, for example, or you're sitting on top of this, you can see the farming or the part of the farming and as well as the forestry industries over here, and you'll be able to hear some of that noise from the sawmill because if I remember correctly, this is a sawmill. Oh, sawdust storage, yeah. So it's not that far away. Good times, good memories here. Good times. Also has a very robust tram network, if I remember correctly. Buses and trams. Lots of people using all these things. Yeah, this is a good city to build onto. And again, we're only using 2 tiles. We did not even remotely expand out. And the traffic here is
Drunk Maxi
65%.
bloke was funny the other stream.
That's just drunk Maxi all the time anyway. That's just Maxi. Maxi Bloke is a very entertaining fellow. Very, very good friend of the arcade. And we're always happy to see him whenever he can shoot in. Lately, or for a while there, he wasn't showing up for anybody's streams. We were a little worried about him, considering he's in Ireland, and you never know. So I'm glad to hear that he's doing good. Glad to see he's having fun, taking care of himself. I hope, Maxie, if you're watching this, we love you. All right, so that is Sin City 2077. Let's see what other maps we can take a look at really quick. The remaining time we have. Hydra City. I don't think I showed you Lakewood. Lakewood, if I remember correctly, Lakewood was originally or started out as a Let's Play for the channel, and I'm not ever sure if I don't think I finished this one either. Um, I was waiting to get remastered. That's really the big thing, because I knew that I'd be able to do everything that I was already doing here, with the exception I did not
He
know
took
you
a break
could not
around the
move.
turn of the year.
Yeah, took a break and came back. Hey, After NM, welcome. Oh, Alter. Sorry, Alter. I apologize. I can read. Alter, no money. It's grrr. He's too damn old. So this city I liked, as far as originally how I had it set up, because it was kind of like a little, I wanted more of a city that's wrapped around. I actually, now that I think about it, I think I originally had started making videos for this one, but I don't think I ever released any of them. Um, as far as like a quiet, well, again, and this is another one of those single tiles here. Um, and I wanted like all of the residential on this side with a little bit of commercial, a little bit of industrial on the back portion here, and then most of the industrial was going to be over here with a big park. So this is my biggest nature reserve park. I do like this one. I do like the fact that this map also has Aurora. So, for example, if you're all deep down in here, let's go here, you can actually see the Aurora from the park, which is really cool actually. Looks all foggy. Look at this. Tell me that would not rock. That rocks, man. That is cool. Look at that. That's #1 best campsite ever. Giant campsite. Oh, they're big bonfires. These are protected. It's a big nature reserve. Well, little Timmy shouldn't be out here without. No, the trees are actually part of the path. It's just a giant. Oh, like right here, this one is walking through. Because that happens though sometimes. You never know. Yeah, it's next to impossible. It is next to impossible to do so. Walk further out here and out here. It's a bit quieter for nature. You're back to a little bit more, but there's also lookout towers you can go up into. And then over here, these are rental cabins out along the highway. Yeah, right next to it's more of an industrial highway, a small industrial highway. But yeah, that's what it kind of is. These are out here. We're just gonna send your kids, go play in the front yard. It's gonna be okay. Stay away from the 18-wheelers though, they bite. I don't know if you've seen Pet Cemetery. That's not gonna really hold your kid back though. Just saying. Just saying. So yeah, this is a really pretty city, I think. Hold on. Oh, you might be behind. Buses here. Buses only on this one. It's just buses. Yeah. So for example, boop, 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 boop. They probably do. These are probably the segmented. Usually when I put buses in, yeah, this has 3 segments. So when I normally put buses in, specifically without using rail, because I was afraid of rail. I'm not gonna lie, I was absolutely afraid. I'm still slightly afraid of rail too. The rail in City Skylines does not make it easy because they only give you single tracks. They don't let you put another Fred Gwynn classic. Nice. Um, it doesn't give you multiple rail lines. You have to put those lines in yourself, and it's not exactly the easiest thing to do. So normally when I put buses in, I tend to put in the Super Bundy bus just because the capacity on the Super Bundy bus is huge. Yeah, it's the largest of all the buses themselves. And so yes, and if you have you ever ridden? Has anybody ever ridden on any of these articulated segmented buses like this? I have. These are actually quite fun because normally there's, I don't know how to put it, almost like it's almost like a round portion, and there's seats in those segmented areas. So the segment, you can actually see the accordion arms, and those are like silicone plastic along with all the wires and everything else running between them. Yeah, in Toronto. There you go. Yeah, and so then there's usually a couple of seats in that center portion here, and it's actually quite fun to sit in there because sometimes they usually have glass windows on the outside too, so you get to see your perspective shift a little bit more than you normally would because you're in one of those elbow articulated areas. It's pretty cool.
It is for no other reason than the fact you like to say bendy buses.
I like saying bendy buses too. Absolutely. Gunboat Willie, what's up? Don't forget, guys, we're still going to be doing our normal Chamois episode. I just wanted to take a hangout today in the Syns Arcade Hangout channel, and do some reminiscing on older cities. Hang out in some older cities. Big small town. I like it. It's nice and cozy. Truthfully, if I could. Well, for it only has 15,000 people, so it looks denser than it truly really is. And if I didn't have this road right here, this Guthrum Highway, if I didn't have this, if this didn't cross back over, because this is the outlet right here for the highway, right? This is the outlet for the highway, and that goes out into this trumpet intersection and
Learn
goes
more
out
how to
further.
disappear Syns Arcade Discord.
Or interchange, pardon me, trumpet interchange.
https
So all of
colon
these
slash
all
slash
these cars coming on, these are just
/cd.cg
either
slash
coming back from a commercial zone somewhere else in the city, probably over there in that island area, or somewhere else otherwise, and they're blocking off all the rest of the traffic that would be trying to get out. So look at all this import traffic coming in. It's kind of crazy. As you get further out, all that traffic stays along this industrial corridor because all of these are farms in Mayberry, of course, as you would, right? As you do. Um, it does hurt. It does hurt. And the traffic on this one is not is that good. 77%. 77%, which for a single tile is okay-ish. But like even if I boost it up to the highest speed, we'll check the main corridor here, and notice it's kind of a weird square about, and that red is not. It's not moving. It's not really going anywhere. And I don't think that there are. Oh, I do have lights. Okay, stand correct. Maybe that's why. Oh no, I had to have that one. Otherwise, nobody can get out.
Hi Gunboat Willie.
Right. In which game?
Only 4 lanes.
Yeah, City Skylines 2 is a whole other beast itself. So pretty much that's it, guys. That's going to be it for this one as far as this is concerned. But it is only 4 lanes. And the reason I think I went with only 4 lanes here, this one is 4 lanes this way. This is 3 lanes going out into 4-lane highway here. It really doesn't matter at that point what they are because that's all going out. These can turn. Thankfully, the mouse should work. Yeah, it will. So these on the Guthrum Highway, they can turn here to the right, or these guys only go straight. Regrettably, on console, at least on City Skylines 1 without mods, you can't do no left turns or no right turns or anything like that. You can with mods, but not without them. City Skylines 2, on the other hand, puts all that stuff in right at the base, but it is not ready for prime time yet, and I'm really deathly afraid for what the City Skylines 2 experience is going to be like on PlayStation 5. I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. And I play this on Steam Deck. Please understand, I play that game on Steam Deck. And Steam Deck, I have to turn the visuals all the way down to make it work. And it barely works. Even then, the traffic on City Skylines 2 is atrocious. We thought we had it bad in City Skylines 1 for traffic at times. No. No, City Skylines 2, accidents. Whoa, what the hell is going on? Oh! Well, it wouldn't be a Syns arcade stream if something wasn't already on fire. There you guys go. I think we're going to wrap up the stream here with this. And then remember, I'll be back on later on at 2 p.m. Arizona time for our next episode of City of Chamois as we continue to build onto that city. But thank you guys all for taking for a little bit of time today out of your day. Dark Demon King, welcome. Dark Demon King is also a new streamer. I don't have a link for you just yet, but I do. Maybe if you have joined the Syns Arcade Discord, Dark Demon King. Oh, here's the link for it as well. If you join the Syns Arcade Discord, I'll get you marked in there as a creator chat. You can share your links inside the Syns Arcade as well, and then I can go in and add you in too as well. I'm going to be back later on today in about in about 2 hours ish, about 2 hours, and we're going to continue with our normal city in City Skylines Remastered. But I want to thank everybody for joining me today for this little reminiscence on the older cities that we have covered. If you're interested in many of these cities, I guarantee you, if you look through our playlist on the Syns Arcade
For
YouTube channel, you're
appreciate
going to
it,
find a
friendly smiling
playlist
face.
for a couple of different other cities as well. But I
Later
thank
bye.
all of you for being with me today, and I'll see you in a couple of hours. Oh 07, have a happy and safe one. Take care.
Later Wolf.
Take care.
Thanks Syn. Later Sarge.